All right, people. So now it's coming out that this isn't from Fox News. Pentagon announcing deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan confirms drone strike against ISIS. So they're announcing. Remember Obama said, "Oh, back in September last year, he's like, oh, this isn't gonna be a war to have troops on the ground. There's gonna be no war of that." And he was telling, "Oh, we're just gonna do airstrikes, right? We're just gonna do airstrikes. There's gonna be no troops on the ground." Oh, but then there's all these news stories now of troops in Afghanistan, troops in Iraq. I mean, we're going right back to where we were with the Iraq War and shit. So more soldiers now being thrown into Iraq, and then it's coming out that there's been battles even between U.S. soldiers and ISIS. I mean, it's so ridiculous how much they lie, yet people don't give a shit. Obama totally lied about this and many other things, and remember he said he wouldn't send troops, on the ground, but now we're gonna send them. And then they're in battles, and then I remember they sent like a bunch like 6 months ago. It's just total lies, total bullshit. Yet people are eating it up. There's still some people that actually like Obama. This is ridiculous. All these liberals out there that support Obama. I mean, he's such a hawk too. He is such a fucking hawk. He's just like the Republicans. They go hand in hand. And so more lies, more bullshit, and more troops being sent over to Iraq. Probably, it looks like Assad's going to be overthrown. Assad's on his last leg, so Syria might be taken over by jihadists now. Iraq. I mean, it's just crazy, and then we're funding them, and it's now then Obama he comes out and says, let's not defeat ISIS by guns, but defeat him by better ideas. When he's been sending them guns, and ISIS has been getting their weapons from us. I mean, Rand Paul has spoken about that. He spoke at the debate, how we are funding ISIS. It's ridiculous. I was speaking of that over a year ago, I believe it was. I was speaking how we fund ISIS, we fund terrorists, and not hardly anybody was talking about it back then, but now everybody's talking about it, thanks to people like Rand Paul coming out and saying that's true. So there you go, people.